Hey guys, this is Mike, and it is day 11 of the Keybone Project. Can you believe it? 11 days into this battle. And I know there's a long ways to go, but it just seems awesome that we have made it 11 days together, okay? And so just keep praying, man. All of the encouragement that comes in through social media, through emails and things like that have just been awesome. Even getting some texts and some phone calls and things like that. And man, I'm looking forward to that a lot. And really, it's exciting. I wish I could meet everyone that is doing this challenge. In fact, if you would do me a favor, if you have taken on this challenge, if you start doing some things different, if you have kind of gotten back in the game, would you leave me a message or leave me a post on Facebook, email, smoke signal, something like that? I mean, just do something to let me know that you are in the game. I may not even know who you are. You may have heard this whole thing indirectly through somebody else, but I would love to get to know who you are. Cody and I are even thinking up of maybe a time where we can rally everybody sometime somewhere in the city here in a few weeks and just kind of bring everybody together and just sort of celebrate where we've come so far, and then kind of have a pep rally for where we need to go. But anyway, so day 11. Let me tell you about my day 11. Pretty interesting day today. First of all, start off with breakfast. I'm at a hotel here in Little Rock, Arkansas, North Little Rock, and just went down for breakfast thinking I'd be able to find some fruit, be able to find a lot of the things that I would, have on my menu, and I found almost nothing. I ended up having to do a 2-egg omelet and did just veggies, and it was just the real eggs and not the egg whites like I would normally have, and did a couple of pieces of whole wheat toast along with that. And then for lunch, I went to a barbecue place, Whole Hog Barbecue here in North Little Rock, and I was able to do a half smoked chicken. And I mean, the chicken was smoked all the way through, but it was half of a chicken. Makes sense? And anyway, so that was great calorie-wise, great as far as a lean, nice, good protein. And then I was able to have a salad with that. Normally I would need to have like a sweet potato or some brown rice or something, but there was no good carbs available. I asked and tried everything and, excuse me, was not able to come up with it. And so I knew I needed some carbs for the day, so I threw in just a small dinner roll, and probably not the best choice in the world, but just keeping it real. And we'll probably just do without that next time. But that's what happened today as far as lunch. Then for supper, we went to Panera Bread, and I mean, I thought I would be able to do okay at Panera, but that was a pretty tough call too, and ended up getting the turkey chili, and just lived with that. And so calories on that were pretty good. I mean, it's like 250 calories for a whole bowl, and it was made out of turkey, so that was helpful. And I think what I got in there that I normally wouldn't get are like some different, there's a couple of different kinds of beans in it and that kind of stuff. But anyway, that was that. And then, and so that was my day with food. So here's what I've learned from that, because you've got to learn from these circumstances. One is I needed to plan better before my trip. I did a good job of planning for the road and for traveling in the vehicle and had everything that I needed. But when I got here, I should have went right to the grocery store, bought some fruit, bought some almond milk, bought some of the things that I would use all the time, and made sure I had that stocked up. And because I didn't do that, I allowed myself to get into a bad situation with breakfast and with lunch. And I've got to be willing to be able to take a healthy carb with me, like some whole wheat bread or something like that, when I do lunch, and can find the meat but can't get, the good carb for a side. And so anyway, so I'm learning in this process, and so pre-plan, pre-shop, make sure you're looking ahead so that you can avoid pitfalls. That's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is when you're in a situation and you have to make some adjustments, just do the absolute best you can. Make some great choices. I think that's one of the things that I'm taking from this as I go on this journey is I got this way. I got extremely overweight because I was consistently making bad choices and not ever rebounding from those bad choices. And so now the way I'm looking at it is if I have to choose turkey chili Well, that's not the best choice. That's not exactly what was on my plan, but it was the best thing available for me there, and I minimized the damage by still getting something healthy. It just wasn't exactly what I needed. And then also the other part of that story is making sure that I don't beat myself up over it, and get back in the game, do the best I can. I've already went shopping a little bit so that tomorrow I am in a better position to succeed with my plan. And so really looking forward to that. I've already planned out my meals for tomorrow, so already looking good and in good shape for that. Okay. As far as exercise go, I'm dressed for exercise. I wanted to go ahead and get this video done so that I could go exercise and not have to worry about it, and maybe even get you the video before midnight. And so, in case some of you want to see it tonight. So anyway, so that's that, and it's been a great day. And man, God's really doing a great work. I think the thing that I forget to mention sometimes is that, the success that I'm seeing as far as with my diet and with my exercise has been a direct result of my faithfulness to be in the Word. And every day God is speaking to my heart and strengthening me spiritually, so that whenever my stomach wants to overpower my will for exercise or my will to be disciplined in what I eat, God is feeding me something every day to help overcome that fleshly desire. And so, man, being in the Word is such a huge, huge help to us as believers. Being in the Word, hearing God's voice, getting strength, drawing spiritual strength, because that's ultimately where this battle is won or lost. And so anyway, I want to encourage you, get in the Word, be about spending time with God, and be praying every day that you're successful in making these good choices that are healthy. Well, anyway, I'm going to bust out of here. Much love. Peace.